I've got life's tough questions for you.
Hey listeners, I'm the Australia Guy, and this is Life's Tough Questions, the show where people take a fight between fictional characters very seriously. Our first question is about death, and comes from Andrew. And he says, if you could choose the nature of your physical death, which one would you choose? A. Being attacked by piranhas. B. Making love on a public beach. Or C. Out partying. Now, when I first saw this question, it seemed like the most logical answer would just be out partying, having a good time. And most people seem to think so too. Benno, however, here, he's keen on getting eaten, and he says, A. I like the drama and theatrical thinking of being consumed by a carnivorous fish and giving my body back to nature in a bloody and ferocious frenzy. and Lachlan here seems to be having a very in-depth conversation, trying to find out the exact details of the making love to death on a public beach, which actually really made me rethink my initial thoughts. You see, I am very passionate about leaving a legacy, a positive one, a positive legacy. And although the party sounds nice, I've heard too many stories of people dying from drug overdoses and falling dead into pools and crapping themselves in the process in front of everyone. Do I want to be one of them? No thanks. The piranhas sound like a good option to kind of let people feel bad for your death, especially if it was some kind of untimely event and people were just oh, it's so tragic or sad how he died. So that would be one way to go down, I suppose, leaving kind of a petty, people feeling sorry for you. And as for the making love, it probably wouldn't be disclosed on the news. It would probably come out in the media as you had a heart attack or something in the newspaper, irrelevant of how you actually died, how it actually occurred while making love. It would probably not disclose too much of that information. So it might just seem like another person died on the beach. So I think that's the best option. And in addition to that, you might be actually spending your last moments with your significant other. Although it would be so tragic if they were scarred for life due to your death. Yeah, still, give me the death while making love on the beach. How about you guys? How would you die? Our next question is a picture submitted by Jenna, which gives us a choice of 4 robots. A. Cooks all the meals from scratch. B. Gives the world's best massages. C. Folds all the washing. Or D. Cleans the house. And it's been reiterated here that cleaning the house does not include doing the washing. Obviously, seeing as that's one of the choices, it separates those two there. It's not actually doing washing, it's just cleaning, tidying. Alright, and it seems that there's a few scattered answers here, including one from David that pointed out, with kids, the biggest task in his house is cleaning up after the kid. So yeah, I don't have kids myself, but I have seen a lot of my friends go from being super kind of neat freaks in their house and everything put away nicely and looking that way, to just letting their house go completely. So yeah, I suppose having a kid does result in that. Most people, however, they seem to go with the fact that they like the sound of the massage, and I agree with them. I mean, one thing that I've always envied about sports stars, well, envied besides their salary, of course, is the access to personal trainers and masseuses whenever they need them. Being able to do a session of exercise or heavy activity and being able to warm up and down with, as stated, the world's best massage. Or after a long day working on my feet, just having some great foot treatment and rubs. It would just be so relaxing, and I think it would just make the daily tasks that I do more bearable. So I'm going to lock in the massage robot. Let me know below if you get massages paid for you. If you get free massage, if you're some kind of sports star and you get them for free, let me know. And let me know if you've ever become bored of getting massages? Because I'd be really interesting to know. I'd be interested to know if people actually get bored from getting free massages. Okay. So now comes a really funny but apparently like debatable argument that was put forward by Brian, who asks, if there was a fight between Gollum and Dobby, who would win? No ring advantage. Okay, so we've got Tolkien's Gollum versus J.K. Rowling's Dobby, and apparently Gollum's not allowed to have the ring, so, poor Gollum. Straight up, John here is saying that he'd pick Gollum because he's a complete nut job. And Alan and Daniel start having a discussion about the various characters and their backgrounds, and also kind of their abilities, such as hobbits traditionally have strong magic resistance, and Dobby himself has all of these magics, such as teleportation. I really enjoyed Judith's comment because it was more of a realization that she actually wasn't really sure what even each character could do. I think she realized that mid-conversation. But, I mean, of all the comments that are here, I very much agree with Daniel Usher's comment, who talks about Dobby not having the ability to kill that the other Daniel actually mentioned in his comment, and that Dobby has somewhat of kind of aversion to violence. Which, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I think Dobby would struggle to kill unless he had no choice, and, giving Gollum more opportunities, and especially with kind of Gollum's ability to manipulate and become so petty and like people feel sorry for him and that, I think it'd give him a chance to kind of close that gap. Dobby will kind of maybe try like comfort him or like feel bad for him, and that'll help him close that gap between them and let him go in for that killing final strike. So I'm going to say Gollum on this one. Are there any Lord of the Rings fans or Harry Potter fans here that want to debate this? Leave your comments below. I want to see if there are some out there that people might agree or disagree or have, feel free to get as nerdy as you want with background knowledge on these characters. Okay, so now to our final poll, which was cast last week, which asked, which is better? Skateboards, rollerblades, push bikes, scooters, or unicycles? And it seems that push bikes have won the day, including votes on the previous video as well. And that was followed by skateboards, rollerblades, and then scooters and unicycles in last. Although I tell you, lately, every time I go past a skate park, they are filled with scooters. And my God, the amount of guts that kids have these days. It seems that heaps of kids are getting like massive air and doing flips and dropping down these huge ramps. I mean, when I was younger, people were mostly just happy to get balance on these things and just find their way around. But it seems like now the average kid must be getting a lot of chances to push their abilities or something, or maybe they're more brave. Even with all the phoneaholics out there, they're getting out and getting their stuff done. I for one, am a rollerblade guy. I just love getting out there and kind of like moving around, and it's kind of like dancing by moving. So, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that I love dancing. I don't know. Anyway, feel free to let us know how you guys feel about that below. Which brings us to the question for next week, which is, for the rest of your life, would you rather never be able to use herbs for cooking, fresh or dry? You can buy pre-made sauces and stuff with like herbs already in them, just you can't add them yourself. Or only be able to use a bar of soap to clean yourself. So no toiletries that involve water. Things like shampoo, body scrubs, or face washing creams. And I'll allow makeup and moisturizer because, they don't usually involve the washing part. They're using water. So leave your answers in either comment section here or head over to the Facebook group and comment and place your vote. And we will see who is in the majority next episode. Also, exciting news, people. There is a brand new Reddit page that has just come up. So if you don't want to post on Facebook and that you'd rather be anonymous, you can head over to the Reddit page at r/life's tough questions. So if you're keen on possibly seeing your answer pop up, then like, comment, and subscribe, and get posting and replying with more of life's tough questions. I'm the Stray Guy, and I don't have a clever sign-off.
Would you rather stay inside for all your life, or fly around the air 100 miles as a knife? I wonder what it is that you would do. That's why I've got life's tough questions for you.